Hey team, Neil from Zempire here, and today we're looking at the Evo TL V2 air tent, which was highly commended in the recent 2022 Camping Magazine Awards. Now firstly, to start off with, this tent comes with 150 denier 135 thread count, 6,000mm waterhead rating fly sheet. So it's a grunty material that keeps you protected there. Secondly, if we look into the bedrooms, you've got a choice of 1, 2 or 3 bedrooms, up to 5 people we'd suggest. So this is the perfect family tent or couples who love loads of space. Now the real beauty of it is one person can set this up. So if you peg this out, once you've pegged out the ground sheet, you can inflate all of the tubes in under 2 minutes and be good to go. So there's hardly even any time to have an argument. Out of the box, this is what you're going to get, the Evo TL V2 all packed up. Pack size is 70 centimeters by 50 by 50 and the packed weight is 31.4 kg. So it is possible for one person to lift this or two very easily. You get the pump that's included with the tent and you attach it to each of these 5 Boston valves that you can see here. You have to pump these ones up individually and they should take you somewhere between 15 and 20 seconds, going easy. And the record's 5 seconds, just saying. Job done. The Evo TL V2 is ideal for families wanting to go on longer camping trips, but equally, as we've seen with how quick it is to inflate and set up, it can be good for quick getaways because you have no fiddly poles to attach. Now, being part of our Evo series, the Evo TL V2 also allows for an aerobase shelter to be connected to the front, making it hugely versatile and meaning you can stay for even longer on your camping trips. So a key feature of this tent is the robust inflatable airframe. Now the recommended inflation point is between 7 and 9 psi. The science behind it is that the air within these air beams will change 1 psi for every 10 degrees Celsius in air temperature. So we recommend, if you're inflating this during, say, a cold morning or cold evening, to inflate to 7 psi, therefore allowing the warm air of the day to increase the pressure within the tubes. Or if you're pumping it up in the heat of the day, pump it up to 9 psi so that when a cold night comes along, it can come back down to that 7 psi sweet spot. Don't worry though, all our air beams are tested to 35 psi. You have got no worries with overinflating. Now, this really comes into play when it gets windy. The durability here is built in because we don't have any joins within these tubes. Now, when a wind does come in, for example, if it was a really strong one, you would find a pole would have snapped about here. You don't have that worry with an air beam. There's no joins to break, so it just comes right back. Normally, we'd have this guy roped out and you wouldn't notice any movement at all. We have built in angle beam construction here, which what it does is enables us to increase the volume inside your tent. So you have loads of headspace and room to play about. So now I want to bring you inside and show you the ability for our huge 360-degree door opening here to give you everything from shelter to privacy to ventilation. Now, first and foremost, the 360-degree door here is a 6,000mm waterhead rated fabric. So if the wind and rain does blow into your awning area, your external awning area, you'll be perfectly dry. Now, let's go into the functions of this door. So first of all, you can see it creates a huge opening. Unlike the D-frame doors that you see on other tents, this enables you to use the whole space. Now, coming to the door itself, it's nicely tucked away in its own little storage cupboard, so there's nothing to trip over. We'll take it out of there and let's show you. So first of all, we can close it up fully. And you have a 6,000mm waterhead rating wall here. So you're perfectly protected and have full privacy. Now, then you can unzip that, store it away. and still have protection from some elements, a little bit of privacy, but maximum ventilation, and most of all, protection from the bugs. So if there's mosquitoes around at dawn and dusk, then we can, in the evening time, take this back out, and we don't have to zip this all the way. We can allow ventilation still to get rid of that condensation in tents. So we can zip it up just to here, and there you have it. You've got airflow coming through the top, or we can use it as a door. So keep half of this closed and half of it open. And to do this, we zip to the middle at the top and zip to the middle at the bottom, roll this up, push the elastic through the hole, and toggle that behind here. Just like that. Same at the bottom. Here we go. So there we go. Now we've got half ventilation, if that's what you're looking for. Or alternatively, we can even open that up as well and have this as a full door. So in here we have two three-way windows, and also in the awning we have two three-way windows as well. Now what these enable you to do is have, again, a range of options. You can have full privacy. So this is how it will come out the box, fully covered up. This fabric, so we know as well, is 6,000 mil waterhead rating, exactly the same as the fly sheet. And probably the key benefit, before I go into the functions, is that internal windows stop you from getting wet. So unlike a lot of other tent manufacturers who have external windows, where if it rains, you have to run outside and roll the window down quickly, we have internal windows. So if it starts to rain, it's as simple as zip it up and you stay dry the whole time. So that's a real key feature of internal windows. Now looking into the functions, we can zip these down slightly and allow light in the skylight. We can zip down even further. Now this keeps us fully protected from the rain. We're just allowing light in through the PVC windows here. So you've got your skylight and your PVC, or we can take it all the way down and allow for ventilation, because the lower half of this internal window is mesh. So what that does is it allows ventilation to come through, but keeps those bugs, nasty creepy crawlies or anything like that at bay. So you can sit back in your tent and enjoy. So our next feature I want to show you now is the dual access doors on the Evo TL V2 here. Now these are huge openings in, allowing great access into the middle of your tent, into the living space. This is really handy for parking your car right up beside, getting instant access into your tent. So versatility, fantastic. Now let me show you some features on the door itself. So if we jump into this here, first of all, you can see here, glow in the dark zips. These are so handy when in the middle of the night, you need to get out. You can find your way following the glow in the dark zip. Now, we also have two doors on this. So first of all, we have the mesh door to allow for maximum ventilation, but keep the bugs out. And then secondly, we have the 6,000 mil waterhead rated fly sheet door. So you can keep the rain out or just shut it up for nighttime. Good night. Coming inside into the tent here, one point I should make, first of all, just to give you a comparison, is that the internal floor space here is actually twice the size, just over twice the size of the Evo TM V2 that we sell as well. Now, some of the features inside this internal space, first of all, we've got storage ladders on the back of our door here to put away your jandals or whatever clothing or accoutrements you wish. And then we also have 3 power access points. So we have one here, 2 in the corner here, and 1 in the back corner here. Now, also on each of the internal air beams, we have power cord rigging. So that enables you to bring in a power cable, take it up along your beam, keep it away from your feet so it's not a tripping hazard, but get it to any point along these air beams. Super handy. Now, moving on towards the bedroom, first thing I'll point out is we also have lantern hangers. These are actually through lantern holders all through the internal part of the tent, even one on the beam and on the awning as well. So you can hang lights all through your tent for a range of lighting options. But moving on to the sleeping pod here. Now this is a 75 denier, 260 thread count, breathable polyester. Now that's fantastic because what this does is makes it easier for sleep-ins by keeping it darker, but it also allows it to breathe. So that enables, it actually helps take care of condensation for you and gives you a much more comfortable sleep at night. Inside the sleeping pod, you can see here, they sleep up to 5 people, but really comfortably sleep 4. They're designed to fit our Zempire Z-Leg stretchers. We have here the twin and the single, and we recommend that you put your pillow at the front side of the sleeping pod for the best night's sleep. Now we're at the rear of the tent, and what we've done here is we've built in maximum ventilation points, and the reason for that is it gets hot here, and the hot summer nights you want to try and stay cool. So that is why we have built in 3 clear ventilation points here, starting with these 2 down the bottom that open up and allow air to flow up and over your sleeping pod. Helps with condensation and also keeping the air fresh during the night. And then we have the rear gusseted window. Now you can have it out like this, which is, as I mentioned, the gusset, and that allows a lot of air to flow underneath whilst keeping it protected from the rain. Or during the day, most likely, you'll decide to take this up, unzip the sides, and roll it up for maximum ventilation. So here we are in the extended awning area. What this does is it gives you a great place to come out, relax, enjoy the fresh air whilst being protected from the elements still. This keeps the sun off your head, the wind and the rain, but allows you to enjoy the great outdoors. So we also have this add-on ground sheet, which you can see here. What this does is it extends your internal living space, your floor space, help you keep the mud off your feet and out of your tent. Once you have the Evo TL V2, there are loads of different options to enhance your setup. A ground sheet can be added to protect the bottom of your tent, extend your floor space, and make pack-up cleaner and easier. You can also add an awning wall set to make the most out of your awning area and provide extra shade and weather protection. And then there is a roof cover, which can help to keep your tent cooler and give further protection from UV rays and any debris that might fall in your tent. With your waterproof link, you can connect to a Zempire Evo 3 or 3 Pro shelter. This massively increases the covered space in your tent and is ideal for longer camping holidays, providing a superb place for meals and entertaining. The Evo series is our most popular range of tents at Zempire, and it's easy to see why. The value to performance proposition is just so good. So that's what we're all about here at Zempire, creating awesome outdoor living spaces that connect together and enable you to have an amazing camping experience.